Good evening, everybody. Today we will be having a. Well, hold on. There we go. Okay, my mic's a little bit better now, I think. Good evening, everybody. Today we will be on uh week 8, going on to game 5 for the Royal uh Vagabonds, I believe, versus United Parcel Service. Pretty even teams regarding their scores, with RV having a perfect 4-4 score. Versus the United Parcel Service having a 3-5 score, which is still very good, um, with their stance on the with the league itself. And this game will actually be determining if either team will be going to playoffs, which is very exciting in my opinion. The drafting has started indeed, with the RV going out with the complete lockdown on the can for sure. Knowing the evil mailbox on UPS team is very widely known for his high mastery on Kane. UPS going for a an Udyr ban. RV following up with a very quick Viego ban. I do understand that junglers, especially, having a huge impact on the game, and with junglers getting out of the way, especially with mailbox's strongest picks, for sure will corner him into picking something he's either not as comfortable on, or something a little bit more off meta, especially for the 11.11 update. RV also going in for the Vel'Koz ban, which is a very smart move. I would never want to leave the Vel'Koz against LP Bandito, especially he's now returned to the team and has been doing very well for himself, participating in um, team fights greatly with his R and comboing very well, and being overall a very highly skilled trainer. Oh my goodness, I meant a very strong player. RBA locking into Tristana, going in for a blind pick ADC, or possibly a mid laner Tristana, seeing as if the mid lane Tristanas is very prominent in this league, especially with Tristana being a nice flex pick. It's very nice to be basically unpredictable where the Tristana will end up.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, so hi guys, I'm Krem, and I'm also going to be casting for this game today. Yeah, looking at the draft so far, it does seem that Royal Vagabonds has left up Mailbox's Kha'Zix, so I'm curious to see if he's going to be picking that up. And instead of banning that, they opted to ban Bandito's Vel'Koz. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what UPS drafts in response to it. Will they be picking up the Kha'Zix, or I guess following the trend that they've with their previous games, will they be picking up more team fight oriented champions like the Sejuani or the Rumble for Mailbox?
Oh, Rumble Jungle isn't a thing anymore, really. They
Oh, is
nerfed
it
it really
not?
hard. Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
pretty much took him out of the jungle completely almost.
Never mind. I mean, I guess I'm just curious to see. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just looking to see, I guess,
No
what type of
worries.
general champion Mailbox is going to be choosing in response to Vagabond's bans. It seems
Supposedly
that
here that they picked bot lane already, with the Ezreal and Rakan, especially with Rune Tato being a very strong Rakan and comboing very well with, and engaging really hard, and being able to position himself for team fights very well. I've seen him do some crazy stuff for team fights. Uh,
Yeah, I'm just. It seems that they are picking up the Leona, which is quite detrimental for a Kha'Zix pick, admittedly. Really able to lock down the Kha'Zix, and if they do end up picking it, so they're kind of threatening out the Kha'Zix pick in a way with the Leona pick. And also Tristana is able to stay pretty safe. Like if Kha'Zix were to jump on Tristana, she can simply just W away and reposition herself properly. So if Kha'Zix is picked here, they will have a little bit of trouble being able to execute it properly, as Royal Vagabonds does have a pretty safe comp to prevent that.
Ooh, a Diana pick. Diana's very strong right now, especially in mid lane. And in jungle. I wouldn't be surprised if it is Diana jungle and Tristana mid. With how many Tristana mids we see recently. In this league especially. So it is very, very flexible for Tristana and Diana right now.
100%. Leona being able to jump in. Oh, they are picking up the Poppy. Really good. Actually, a really interesting pick. I'm just curious to see, will that be a Poppy jungle or Poppy talk? They do lock it in. A little bit of a flex pick with that Poppy. And also really good being able to completely negate the engage of Diana, the jump in by Leona, and the jump by Tristana. Really strong pick here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And a flex pick as well. I really like the Poppy pick in this case. Admittedly, if it is going to be a Poppy jungle, that does put away the Kha'Zix, but we'll see how it works. Poppy jungle is overall pretty good at the moment. I believe tier 2. So we'll see what they make of it. Oh, they are assuming that it is going to be a Poppy jungle, as they did not ban out the Kha'Zix and decided to leave it up on the side of Royal Vagabonds. Let's see what UPS decides to pick. Yep, there's the Cho'Gath. So it is a Poppy jungle. Uh, Looking at the teams so far, I am trying to see if it seems like UPS will probably go for a high damage, maybe a DPS mid laner, something like maybe a Cassiopeia or something that's able to dish out a bunch of damage. As it does seem that UPS is lacking it at the moment. Mainly they have a lot of utility on their team in order to engage, CC, counter engage. They seem to have that all down with an Ezreal that's able to deal decent damage, but feels like they would probably need a little bit more. See how Royal Vagabonds chooses to wrap up their team comp. Most likely they'll most likely go for a dive team comp. Yep, Gnar, great pick for a dive team comp. Jumping with Mega Gnar and getting a big wombo combo with his R, being able to be followed up by Leona, Diana, Tristana, all of them very effectively. Let's see their last pick and if that fits into the team comp properly. Really curious to see what Royal Vagabonds will have for their fifth. I believe it will be their jungle pick, or potentially their mid. Yeah, Nunu, great, another great pick. Being able to set them up with the snowball and CCing them down, letting the rest of the dive come in properly. Now let's see what UPS decides to get for their fifth pick. This will be Bandito's pick actually, so I'm really curious to see what he's willing to pull out. Last time he did pull out the Sivir mid, which was quite an interesting pick, admittedly, but he did hold his own in the laning phase very, very well, being able to neutralize the lane for the most part. But let's see what he decides to pick up. Annie, interesting pick if they decide to lock it in.
Yep, and there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Wow. So two interesting team comps. What do you think so far about the two team comps that UPS and RV drafted? Do you think any of them necessarily have advantage over one another?
Well, terribly so that both team comps essentially have they basically want to run into you.
Yeah.
Unless, but also they're very good for bush camping and looking for picks especially. You don't even need to blow all your ults to kill somebody. You can realistically just have enough raw damage from RV. Looking at UPSs, I hope that the Ezreal will be able to scale a little bit nicely early game and pick up a few kills in early laning phase to do the most damage he possibly can for later game, especially with Annie having really good damage is also really good. I think the team fights would be um, quite similar, essentially looking for CC and CC locks and chains, and just PO for the ADCs and the extra damage from the AP mid laners.
Mhm.
Um, why? What do you? Who do you think has a better team fight potential?
I do believe that the Royal Vagabonds is a significantly as a better team comp when it comes to how easy it is to execute and how all the champs really synergize with one another. As I believe that when it comes to UPS's team comp, it's very reliant. It seems to have two different, I guess, ideas when it comes to it. They do have the Recon, which is a very proactive, engaging support, and I thought that was an interesting pick relative to the rest of their comp because they have the Poppy, they have the Ezreal, they have the Cho'Gath, which are all pretty good reactive comps. So I'm a little confused by the Recon pick, admittedly. Uh, Something else, maybe like a Morgana, I felt like could have fit their comp a little bit better. Just being able to take that initial engage that's going to be dished out by Royal Vagabond's engage comp. So I'm a little interested, honestly, to see, because at the end of the day, you guys' team comp is very centered around one ability, being that of Poppy W. Will it be able to cancel the engage? But it's gonna be difficult to execute. But if they do are able to do it and are able to get the leads in the bot lane and the mid to have enough damage to follow up, I feel like they could roll this game really hard if they just play that properly. But it's an extremely difficult win con to execute for team fights.
100%. What do you think about Conquer? Oh, never mind. He changed his summoner spells. I was very intrigued by the Ignite teleport on the Diana, but
Mm,
he unfortunately is a boring person and took Flash. You know, we don't like Flash abusers.
of course. Yeah. That would have been an interesting pick, but yeah, I mean, Flash Ignite is just, admittedly, in solo queue, I've seen a lot more people being taking TP Ignite for the Oh, he's hovering TP. Uh, that's I see.
Very
It
bold.
seems that
I like.
it is a very bold pick. It's kind of calling that he's going to be probably going for earlier roams. As with his passive, he can push wave pretty effectively relative
Mhm.
to an early game Annie, so he can push wave in and then get good roams off of it. So I guess it's kind of his he can go for that with his TP as well. So I'm really interested to see how if he's going to play it off for those roams to try to secure leads. Probably in I'm assuming for their bot lane most likely. Gonna roam bot, but it's just a matter of how they end up playing it out.
Very likely so. I completely agree with the opposing junglers. The gank potential with Nunu is a little bit stronger, but I do think with the mailbox being on Poppy, it's gonna be hard to escape if you are ganking bot lane. But again, it's really hard to walk into a Tristan on Leona. So
Hmm.
hopefully bot lane won't be as much of a nightmare with regarding ganks or possibly just waiting for the 2v2s and seeing how they go. What do you think about the Zuko, particularly on the UPS team? Uh, he says that he would prefer to take cleanse in most of his games rather than heal. How do you feel about that with like ADCs in general taking cleanse over heal?
I mean, in general, Ezreal as a pick is a very safe pick, pretty much having a flash on his E. And I feel like cleanse is a decent move here. If he's, but admittedly, I feel like he would have just been fine just with Ezreal's kit in general. But as I'm not sure if just actually with Tristan being able to deal out that much damage, getting that cleanse may give him that like brief second where he can E out, and that may be the difference between life and death. So in this case against the Leona, I do believe that cleanse is actually a pretty effective.
I
We'll just see how
definitely
it
agree
plays
with
out.
that. But we will be going to a pause here, and we will be back shortly after the spectator delay.
Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
As we get this game going, see so Annie does start off with a Dark Seal as their first item, which is quite a confident buy. Dark Seal and doesn't even get the refill, just gets 3 pots, so I'm really confident. First buy from LP Bandito. You see if he's able to make good use of it, getting those Dark Seal stacks early. I believe Annie is slightly favored into the Diana matchup. Probably not early, but moving into level 6 to late level probably 6 to 11ish. I believe she could probably survive the initial burst. Oh, we are seeing a fight going on in the top lane already. Sidro is.
You hear the trick to stun off. My goodness. Krem, hello?
Yes, sorry. I think are we currently your views on the bot link? Just to double check.
Yeah, it is.
And just switch to mid. Okay. 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 Yeah, we're seeing Sidro trying to poke out Sokka. Actually, I'll ask you. So, what are your thoughts about LP Bandito going with the Dark Seal 3 pot for first item?
Oh, I think it's completely fine. I think he's able to. He's very famous for his level 2 Kha'Zix roams, so I would assume that we're gonna get either early roams from him, or he's gonna be able to help his. Oh, he's probably gonna look for something here, looking for getting the push onto them. Oh my goodness, Annie gets a stun off. I think the Daniel is though. Oh, with the Annie getting the. Oh my goodness.
Well played by LP Bandito, being able to secure that first kill, the first blood, and getting 2 Dark Harvest. No, sorry, what am I saying? 2 Dark Seal stacks, right away. Sorry about that, misspoke. Yeah, really amazing gank by Mailbox and perfect follow through by LP Bandito. Great start to the game for UPS. See what's going on in the bot lane right now. Not much, admittedly, but we are seeing that Mailbox is taking his Krugs right now. This may turn into a top lane gank potentially, depending if Sidro ends up pushing out the wave.
100%, 100%. I think with the bot lane is very smart. Hopefully that was the Rakan's ward, I would assume. Since it is on a cooldown right now. The ward in the bush close by to their tower is very nice when, especially their wave is either being freezed or being pushed into tower, so they can get CC locked potentially under Leona. It's really good, honestly. Seeing a lot of mastery flashes with the Tristana, which I think is funny. I used to have my mastery flash binded to uh my alt key, so whenever I would
Ah,
ult, I would flash my mastery.
mm. Most obviously the most important button to have in the game, the mastery flash, just to flex it to your enemies. We do see that Poppy on first back does pick up the Sheen, so she is going
Hmm.
the Divine Sunder build on Poppy, which is a smart buy here. You are going to be needing as much damage. UPS is going to be needing as much damage as you can. So the early stacks on Dark Seal, the eventual Divine Sunder, and also the Dark Harvest that is on. Oh, we are potentially seeing a little bit of
Poppy getting pinched here from using the blast cone over the Leona, getting stunned, but is okay, but
oh,
potentially negating the. Oh, and then Nunu misses the snowball, and we're getting a TP from both top laners.
we're jumping on
Oh
them.
my goodness.
Oh, and Runetato falls down to the Tristana bomb. Wow, that was a lot of a lot of a lot of TPs, a lot of rotations in a very short period of time. Mr. Cat did mess up the snowball there. However, they are still able to pick up the kill on Runetato. Kill does go to Sidro on the Gnar, which is really good. Being able to probably continue bullying against Sokka in the top lane. We are seeing. Wow. That was he just got his back off right in front of him. Uh, that's
I
I
guess
mean,
I guess the word's more important than the free gold.
of course. I'm not sure if he was visible to him in there, but I mean,
Oh no, he was for
he
like
was.
for sure. If
I
if, if
mean,
you're hitting the ward, you're able to see them.
oh, I mean, I guess Zero Kill is willing to let him go. I mean, fair enough. Get vision control. We are seeing Mr. Cat getting quite low, but admittedly, in his later camps, he can just Q and he should be fine. Could potentially look for a gank sometime after that, but he is probably sitting on a good amount of gold right now, as it is 7 minutes 30 in the game, and Nunu hasn't backed yet. He is going for quite an extended stay
You
on
can
the map.
you can hit X and you can see their gold right now. And the one in the brackets is their overall, and the
I
one without the
see.
brackets is their current gold they have in their pocket.
Yeah, he's sitting on 1.6, so I mean, he can get a lot off of it. He can get his Cinder, he can get boots, he can. I mean, he does have a really big back at hand. See if he does back and chooses to use those items to push out leads, whatever leads they did secure within the top lane, or if he can transition into shutting down LP Bandito, taking away those Dark Seal stacks that he does have piled up on him. Wow, so far, honestly, really good start from both teams. Really good first blood on the side of UPS, and really good bounce back. Oh, we are seeing a little bit of a in the mid lane. Oh, it doesn't really amount to anything, but a big trade that's able to force Conquer out of lane. Actually, Conquer chooses to stay. Mr. Cat is on the Raptor. Oh, we are looking on a jump on the bot lane.
Oh my goodness.
Fiona jumps in. Oh, the full bomb. Oh, but they are. Runetato is able to get out and survive. Conquer does stay in the mid lane. It seems that potential scuffle in mid lane may occur. Actually, Nunu is just in the river right now, so he could be going bot or mid. But Mailbox is hovering right there as well, so he will be able to match him depending on where he goes.
Ooh, I saw the Leona miss the cannon. Oh, I felt that.
That was unfortunate. Unfortunate for the
Unfortunate
Leona.
indeed. I saw that Tristana try to give it to Leona, but
Oh,
that's
Conquer ganked on again.
Oh,
Does
looking
burn the
for
flash.
oh my poor Conquer.
But Conquer has to burn the flash there. That does reduce the amount of kill pressure he will have in lane as Diana. However, I mean, if it's for his safety, being able to get out, then it is worth it. We are seeing Mailbox clearing out the control ward in the Tri-Brush, and we'll see if he's able to push for a later gank off of it. Poppy does ping the Rift Herald, so they may be looking for it soon. Or he's pinging. Oh, Nunu is on the Rift Herald right now. Will he be able to take it, or will he have to deal with some level of contestment from the enemy team? Contention. Tidro is poking out Sokka. So yeah, it seems that
Looking for a dive, I think, with his ultimate for sure.
I believe he's just securing pressure right now in the top lane, so he's able to, yeah, so that
Oh, there it
he
goes.
does get it, yeah. Oh, he jumps in. He does miss the R. Very unfortunate. And Mailbox comes mid again, being able to pick up a kill for Bandito. And then we have a dive in the top. And Mr. Cat secures a kill on Sokka. Oh my god. Uh, oh, just at the same time, they do push out the top lane as well with the Herald. Most likely being able to get first tower off of this for the Royal Vagabonds. However, at the expense of Conqueror's life. Mailbox going on top lane, taking down Herald, making sure that they do not get first tower. Wow, so far Mailbox has been playing very well this game, being able to camp mid lane, giving LP Bandito the Darksteel stacks that he will need to get that damage off in the late game, and also denying them from sieging out with the Herald in the top lane, getting the advantage that they did get off of the dive on Sokka. So wow, so far really good from Mailbox. Admittedly not on one of his preferred champions, being that of the Kha'Zix that was left up, but he is making really good use of the Poppy. I believe he's sitting on, he is sitting on a lot of gold right now. He's sitting on approximately 2k, so he can get a lot more components when it comes to his Sunder on his back. So once he gets that, he can push out those leads that much further.
100%, I believe. Let's take a look at the itemizations that the player chosen. What do you think about the Dark Seal on Nunu, presumably going full tank though?
I just noticed the Dark Seal. I mean, admittedly, a lot of junglers nowadays that have AP scaling, the ratios are pretty high. The Sejuani, the Amumu. Oh, we do see a gank in the mid lane. Oh, Mailbox does die. The 1-for-1 conquer for Mailbox. Overall, still worth though, as Annie is able to pick up the kill. They are able to get those Dark Seal stacks. However, admittedly, Conquer is worth less and less gold, so not as gold efficient anymore to camp mid lane. We'll see in the later minutes if, he does finish the Sunder off on that back, so on that respawn, so we'll see how it goes. Sidro gets the kill on Sokka.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we are seeing Cat trying to turn it around.
Ooh, missing the
R
snowball,
dropping
unfortunately.
down.
Okay, going in. Oh, the Sona jumps over the wall. Possibly looking for a dive. 100% Leona.
Bruntato gets the knock up on Cat. Zuko drops the R, but dies to Sidro.
Oh my goodness, with the Sidra TP. Annie's here though. There could be. They're definitely in. If they bunch up like this, especially. Oh. Unfortunately, Annie does not have R though.
For the Royal Vagabonds at the moment, playing as a team, complete unit with these roams and these rotations, and currently on UPS, all the kills are actually on the Annie, so we should potentially see some Annie roams coming up, being able to take that lead that she's been able to secure with the Dark Seal, and now finishing off both her boots and the Leandries. And we'll see what she makes of the lead that she currently has, and how she's going to be able to push out in the other lanes, the side lanes. Really curious to see how he makes of it.
Actually, I have a question for you. So, in the last team fight, we appeared the only person that I believe, unless it was Runtato as well, but I believe it was only Zuko and Runtato that have unfortunately died during that last team fight and dive. The Leona pinged both of the Ezreal's summoner spells. How do you think it'll affect if they go for another dive, like right now, for example, with Leona just on it? Because they definitely can, especially even if they both only have flashes. What do you think? How detrimental would that be? Oh my goodness! Wait, no worries. Oh,
and Sidro jumping on Sokka right now, getting the R off.
Oh my, getting
him up.
Ooh.
I don't believe he's able to secure the kill here. We'll see, actually. And in the bot lane as well, Leona jumps in, is able to stun, but Zuko does get the R off. However, just a lot of trades occurring at the same time. LP Bandito drops the R, and pops Conqueror. Able to push out the Dark Steel stack. Sorry for interrupting you, but four different trades happened all at once, resulting in the death of Conqueror at the end of it. LP Bandito making the use of the... LP Bandito making the most usage of the leads that Mailbox has been pushing out for him with those early ganks. and he's, I mean, I'm curious to see if he's willing to finish off into his Medjais, but it seems that he is holding on to just the Dark Seal at the moment, probably just waiting for the 10 stacks before transitioning into it. But
Oh,
yeah,
of
so
course.
far from LP Bandito and Mailbox, they've shown so much synergy in the early gank, so I'm extremely impressed by both of them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, even if Diana isn't worth as much gold as the first kill, you can still get 2 stacks each time.
Mm, true.
So I still think it is worth farming off of somebody to get Dark Seal stacks and being able to one-shot everybody later game, and pretty much being unkillable.
Yeah, but sorry, going back to your previous question when it comes down to constantly continuing to dive bot lane, I feel like that is probably, I would go for it personally. They do have Nunu, which is really good for diving, and they have shown that they are able to pull off those plays really well together.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Regardless, oh
My
sorry.
question was regarding with it's obviously gone now, but before with the first
Mhm.
fight they had, they pinged that the Ezreal had used their cleanse. So I'm wondering if the little scrimmage that they just had would have gone differently if the Ezreal did not have cleanse, because originally they thought that he used cleanse in the first fight.
I
That
believe they
makes sense
probably
to
would have
you.
poured more of the resources if. Sorry, so he did use cleanse them. Oh, we are seeing. Oh, sorry again. LP Bandito jumping in the mid lane, and Mailbox pushing. Wow, LP Bandito could have fallen victim to that Diana R. However, Mailbox pushes Diana out of it, killing her in time before she's able to get that damage off. Wow,
Ooh, they're
LP
gonna get a
Bandito.
four-man
Oh,
pinch
they
thing
are
there.
getting pinched right now. Oh,
Yeah, there's no way.
Mailbox
Oh,
does
this
get
guy
the
gets the
R off,
shutdown
however, too late. The TP does come in, however, too little, too late. Sokka
from
probably
the.
going to fall victim here to the rest of them. Yep, they're just going to jump onto him,
That's
and
very
he's
unfortunate,
dead.
actually.
Yeah, I mean, well played by the Royal Vagabonds. Even every time that LP Bandito and UPS, they've been constantly able to push out those leads. However, now that they're fighting back, taking away those Dark Steel stacks that she's been amounting. Now they're jumping
Oh no,
onto
they can see
Runeato.
Runeato.
Runeato can't escape. And Zuko tries to R out, but however, way too early, and Royal Vagabonds are able to secure another Drake. They are 3 Drakes ahead right now. Royal Vagabonds having an extremely strong display right now. Well played by them. Playing the macro very, very well, playing as a team. Even though they're not necessarily too far ahead when it comes to gold, only 2k difference, but they're making the most usage out of every single play at the moment. So, well, I mean, props to them. We are seeing right now, Zero Kills is pushing out bot lane. With Tristana, you're able to take those towers down significantly easier. Oh, Mr. Cat looking for a dive, trying to get the E off on. Oh, Runeato jumps in
Ooh,
right now. Oh, the R coming off for Mr. Cat. The Diana R, so much damage being output right now. Zero Kills does get a kill. Runeato does fall victim to Conquer, and currently we're seeing a little bit of a rundown in the top lane as well from Sidro. Wow, I mean,
I keep thinking you keep saying Cinder, and I'm
Sidra.
very confused sometimes.
Sorry about that. I misspeak a little bit, mixing up a little bit of the terminology.
No
Sidro
way.
and Syndra. Ezreal does get out the over the wall. Extremely safe pick as an ADC. Even though that they have been a lot of their resources have been going into bot as of recent. From the side of Rovak. Oh, we are seeing them jump onto Zuko. Is he gonna fall victim? No, he still stays alive with that E. The Herald is still alive, being able to dish out more damage. However, just does fall down. We are seeing in the a lot of the resources, like I was saying, have been pushing the bot lane. However, Zuko has been able to stay alive with Ezreal's kit, being able to play safe. So he is making good usage out of it. However, oh, we are seeing in the top lane, Sidro jumps in with the Mega Gnar, stuns him, goes for the, tries to do no damage, but Runeato is in the top lane. But Sidro gets a double R. Mailbox is coming in, ease him off of Sokka, trying to save him from taking more damage from Sidro. Are they able to save Sokka here? And Sokka does get the R off, being able to survive, and with an 800 gold off that with a 500 gold shutdown, Sokka is able to stay alive. Wow. A lot of those, admittedly, out of those, I believe that being able to get Sokka with those resources, with that gold, out of those three at least that were there, being Rune Tato, Mailbox, and Sokka, that gold getting onto Sokka is pretty big, especially considering he did get an R stack off of that. Him being extremely tanky, being able to take the front of the Royal Vagabond's initial dive, the damage coming that would be coming in from the Diana, from the Tristana, from the Gnar engage, being able to survive that initial jump is pretty defining for the upcoming team fights when that we'll be seeing when with Sokka being present.
Oh, 100%.
We haven't seen too many 5v5s so far. I believe the most we got was a 4v4 in the bot lane that amounted. We saw two actually, one in the early game, but that didn't amount to much, and then we saw the one with them sieging, with them being able to secure some kills. Zuko clearing out the control wards there.
2 controllers in the same bush, I like it.
The more the merrier, I guess. Currently, let's see
Both teams currently are just clearing vision, which I think is very smart, especially setting up for the very soon Mountain Soul for RV or the potential Baron. So getting a pick here is probably ideal.
Falling in on Mailbox. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, it doesn't amount to anything. Sorry for interrupting you. I thought that was going to initiate into a team fight. However, oh, an R drops down from the Leona. They jump in. However, they quickly lock down on the Tristana. Well played from the Poppy. The R comes off from the Tristana, getting them out of there. Diana drops her R. They are running in. Sorry, Mr. Cat drops the R. Well played. Sorry, so much is happening at once. It's hard to keep up, admittedly. Well played from the Royal Vagabonds, playing as a team, really playing well in these team fights. However, the quick, instant reaction by UPS in locking down that Tristana was extremely impressive. So, as we are going to see them scale, getting tankier and tankier into later fights, we're going to see if that will be the make or break with later fights, if they're able to make usage out of it with those early picks onto and taking advantage off the misplacement of, in that case, 0 kills. We are seeing that. Oh, blue team secures the Baron. Sokka isn't able to get it. Sokka is getting locked down. A lot of resources putting out. We saw Leona R, Gnar R. I mean, they dropped everything just to kill him there. Admittedly, a little bit overkill, but securing the kill onto Sokka is pretty big. I do not believe he had flash there, so I mean, Sokka was kind of dead at the moment.
He flashed over the wall.
Yeah, I mean, red team does secure the UPS does secure the dragon.
Very good.
Poppy decides to jump in. Rune Tato does get the knock-up. However, I believe that this is going in the favor of Royal Vagabonds. Oh, big R coming in from Nunu. Being able to secure a kill and slowing down the Poppy.
Is the Poppy going to make it out alive?
No.
Is another question. Unfortunately, not.
Ace. A wipeout from Royal Vagabonds. Wow. Royal Vagabonds have been constantly playing really well together. However, UPS shutting down that dragon, preventing them from getting the soul, is pretty big. So we'll see if they're able to bounce back off that. However, they did all die as a result of it. So quite unfortunate, admittedly, for them. We do see that Bandito was sitting on a lot of gold. However, he finished his Banshees and is starting to build into his wand coming up. So that is, he's trying to get that, trying to continue being able to pop. However, he does have to invest in the Banshees to be able to stay safe from their initial engage. However, before he can fall victim to all the CC that Royal Vagabonds is able to dish out.
Sure.
Conquering Mr. Cat just counter jungling out.
Completely
Mailbox.
taking his jungle in front of his face.
Extremely disrespectful play by them. Oh, but Mailbox is by himself at the moment, but Bandito is coming in. Will this result in a fight in the bot river, in the bot jungle? Oh, big R coming off of Conquer. Knockups coming out. Rune Tato dropping his R. So is Nunu. Let's see how it goes. Wow, Fiona gets the E off and follows through the disengage. Will Cat be able to secure the kill on Rune Tato? He is able to. 0 kills, hops over, secures the kill. Well played again by the Royal Vagabonds. They're showing their synergy as a team. That they're able to play off of each other extremely well in all of their fights. being able to pick
Blue
those
side
kills.
here.
You're seeing how they're now sieging mid. Are they going for the tower dive onto Sokka? Is that a wise decision against a Cho'Gath? Will they be able to secure the kill without dying? Conquer is low. Conquer falls victim. So, oh,
Kills
Sokka.
the.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
Leona
god.
survives. Oh,
Negative
Mailbox is
HP.
able to secure the kill. Will he be able to also secure the kill on the Tristana?
I
No,
think he's too
Mr.
slow.
Cat
I
is
think.
able to
Oh, it's
keep him off.
unfortunate.
Well played by Mr. Cat, being able to peel off the Poppy from the Tristana, being able to save him. However, um, Conquer and pick Lulu Thresh does end up falling victim after that. Wow, I mean, a lot of fights have been happening right now, and
And they really want
Sidro
Nar.
is getting
Wow.
pinched right now. Jumped on by Poppy, locked on, and Nar falls down.
Unfortunately, the missing pin goes down for the big shutdown instead of the Annie.
600 gold shutdown does end up being given over to UPS's side. Will they be able to make use of it? It seems that Annie right now, after those previous fights, has lost a lot of her Dark Seal stacks that she was able to amount in the early game. So maybe not investing into the Medjais may have been the right decision in that case, as they have been as a whole falling a little bit behind. However, we'll see how they're able to make usage off of these shutdowns that they're able to secure. Mailbox is securing the red. We'll see how it if he's going to transition over into another fight. Mailbox has been playing overall pretty aggressive this game. In one of the fights in the ball, I saw he E'd into them. Admittedly, didn't work out for their team. However, I do respect the aggressive playstyle being pushed by Mailbox. And LP Bandito is able to get off the back. Just got Cat getting poked off. Currently, it's 2-on-2 in the mid lane. Nunu and Diana and Ezreal and Rakan. We'll see if it amounts to anything. Sidro is now hovering in the mid. Everyone on. Oh, they're bush cheesing. Oh, but it seems that Ezreal was able to actually predict that and queue them out, even though it was sweeped out by the control ward. Impressive by Zuko, that prediction. They are assuming, I think they still think that they're in there. They're scared to kind of go in. Mailbox does find out that they are not in there, clearing the control ward, taking away vision from them. The dragon is coming up. We are going to see a fight coming up. This is soul point for the Royal Vagabonds.
They can't walk into them, no. Yeah, they can't walk into them.
Mr. Cat looking for a snowball, however, it's not able to connect. It seems that they are. Oh, I thought they were going to reset, but no, they're going for the Baron that's about to spawn. Trying to push out their lead as much as possible. Some of them are sitting on a good amount of gold, like Tristana sitting on 1.2k. But however, they're just going to continue sitting on it. They've been quite strong, so admittedly, I'm not sure if they're really going to need those resets. Sidra hops over the wall, jumps onto Mailbox, the snowball coming in, and Mailbox falls down right before the fight, and he is. Admittedly, Mailbox was going to be the saving grace when it came to the upcoming Baron fight, so Royal Vagabonds being able to kill him prevents the Poppy R from getting them out of the pit. Zuko does throw out the R, and he steals it! He's able to steal the Baron!
Goodness.
Well played by Zuko. My
100%.
god. Admittedly, this does give them a lot of breathing room. LP Bandito now pushing out bot lane with the Baron buff. Amazing timing by Zuko. Holy.
Steals these.
He steals these every time. Impressive. LP Bandito does drop Tibbers in order to push out as much as possible, trying to get as many towers off of that Baron steal as he can. Sokka now matching Sidro in the top lane. Sidro doesn't want any of it, getting his back off as he is sitting on 1k gold. Wow. LP Bandito, why give us hope? Calling out to Zuko a bit. It does seem that LP Bandito is gradually losing a little bit of hope, but however, I do believe that off of that Baron, if they're able to secure the towers, that they will be able to they can gradually come back. However, it will be a slow burn before they are able to get back into the game, even with the Baron that they do have. However, it is, I would say, far from over at the moment. LP Bandito does have the Banshee, so he's able to survive the early fights, and he still is able to dish out a lot of damage. So, and two of the crucial members on Royal Vagabond side are admittedly a little squishy. So, LP Bandito being able to burst, I wouldn't say that this game is over in the slightest. I feel like they do have a lot of turnaround potential that's still on the board for them.
100% going from a 8K gold lead before, now down to almost exactly a 5K gold lead, which is it's getting there.
Yeah, they're
I have
closing
nothing
the
but
gap.
hope for both teams.
Okay, yeah, Royal Vagabonds does seem to be sieging mid, trying to secure that inhibitor. However, they're able to push them off of it. Now, Royal Vagabonds does have to put a little more respect. Oh, Leona drops the R, but Poppy, the triple knockup by Sokka. Will it be enough to win? Sidro gets the big R. Mr. Cat drops the R. Zuko, they're able to win. Wait, none of them have fallen victim yet. So far, it's they can get an ace off of this.
100%. The Nara runs away, but
Is he able to get out?
Oh my goodness.
The Dark
More CC,
Harvest
more
proc
poke.
is Mailbox able to get Sidro. 1
Oh,
HP
Lord,
on
the
Sidro,
flash.
and he's down. That's an ace with no one on the side of UPS falling down. Extremely well played.
I absolutely love these types of games. I love the type of games
Exactly.
where it's always one team having a really strong lead, and then it becomes so. Like with that team fight alone, look at the gold right now. With that team fight alone, they're now
Pushing it
even.
so hard. They make an inhibitor off of this.
I
That's
think
an
they can
inhibitor
end the game.
down.
Actually, no, they can't.
Probably not
They
end the
can't.
game, but they're able to push out so
They
much.
can-
Are they
can
actually
another
going for
time.
the end off of it? It seems that they're trying
They
to.
can't end. They can get a.
They are pushing for the end off of it right now. Conquer does drop the R. Will it be enough? Mr. Cat in the back line, getting the kill on LP Bandito. Everyone falling. Oh my god. UPS did get a little bit greedy off of the ace that they did get. However, it did end up, regardless, in that fight within Royal Vagabond's base, did end up being a 3-for-3. Like I said, in that fight, which was in UPS's base, they got all the crucial ability off some as much as possible. The engage from Leona was completely locked down by the Poppy W, and Sokka did get a triple knockup off of Cho'Gath, and Sidro followed up with a big R from a big R off of Nar, pushing them into a very unfavorable position. Very well played in that team by UPS. This game is far from over, regardless of the towers. The tower lead is actually, like you said, the gold gap is actually getting inched less and less. It's almost a 1K gold gap only, which is extremely minuscule, especially in these late game these late game games. I just said games, but
Late game games.
late game games. And
No, you
admittedly-
didn't see it before, but the right after their ace, they were exactly the same in gold, like exactly? Almost. But then, yeah, almost. It was like 58. It was like 57 to 57 as well, pretty much.
Damn.
Except for when they were in bases, it was actually for a 3v2, so they did get another extra 1K gold lead for that. Unfortunately,
Currently, all five from UPS are pushing down mid. And all five from this seems to be an upcoming 5v5. This will probably be the deciding team fight for this game.
Oh, definitely.
We'll see how it
A little
goes.
bit more in favor for UPS because they are in their base.
It is in favor for them. It does seem that UPS does not want to take the upcoming fight.
No, of course they'd want to go for Elder Drake. Looking for a pick possibly here in the Supers off, getting vision on Leona. Oh,
Everyone,
possibly
they're all
jumping.
grouped up in the same place. At this point, if they get a good turnaround at this point, a good Q off of Sokka, then
I'm waiting
that
for
could
the
be the
NER.
defining ability.
I'm
A
waiting
big
for the
NER, the big Tibbers. Once the big bear does get dropped, it could be the deciding factor if they're all grouped up like they were earlier on there when they were rotating. We'll see how it goes. Sokka drops the Q. Admittedly,
I think if
this next fight is going to be defined by maybe 2 or 3 different abilities if they're able to
I don't know
get
about
multi-
Diana pushing mid though. I don't know about that one.
That is admittedly a little. I do not understand why Conquer would be pushing right now as the team fight does go on. The silence does drop
Tristana's
down.
going for it as well though. Oh, Tristana's not
Conquer
there.
is going
Nunu's
for the
not there.
end,
Nobody
though.
is there.
UPS
Nobody
is
is
forced into
there.
a back. Mr. Cat trying to
Yeah, of
stall out
course.
their backs. Are they able to end? Wait, they're going for the end. Zero Kills and Conquer are pushing it while the rest of them are stalling out the backs. Are they able to end off of this? I believe that's game.
No way.
GG's. That is not the way that I was expecting this game to end, admittedly. Conquer
I didn't
does
think
the
they could
split
pull it
push.
off.
It seemed that neither team could. It seemed that UPS couldn't fully commit to one of the two decisions, whether it be backing or pushing for the team fight, rotating it to an end, and that ended up being their downfall, their hesitancy at the end of it. Because if they did push for that instant fight in the bot river, they could have been able to
Oh,
back
of
in time, but
course.
sadly, does fall. Their base does fall down. Crazy. Oh
I
my
was really
god.
hoping for another 5v5 though, personally.
Yeah, I was hoping for a big 5v5 trying to see it, but I mean, not all games will end the same way.
Oh, of course not.
We do get to see the damage being dished out by all of them. My god. Total damage to objectives. Yeah, Nunu was pushing out. It's, I mean, well played by Royal Vagabonds, and also extremely well played by UPS. Those comeback fights were extremely impressive. They were falling back on like almost like what 8K gold deficit. However, we're still able to make extremely good usage of the abilities that they did have. Extremely impressive play. We are going to
Yeah.
pull in, I believe, Conquer from the Royal Vagabonds and have an interview with him to see what he thought about the game. See if he can get in here.
Hired. Oh wow.
Hello.
Well,
Hi.
I mean, GG's Conquer. Congrats on your win.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I guess for a first question, when looking at the draft, what were your thoughts comparing your draft
Oh
to that of
my
UPS's?
god. I hate Damar, guys. I hate Damar.
Mm,
Okay? That's my thoughts on draft. I hate Damar. He put me and my top laner on champions we didn't want to play. And
mhm.
he didn't even give my support the champion that he wanted because he waited till 5 seconds to tell me what champion to lock in. So it's kind of funny. But guys, I hate Damar. That's
Mm.
what it is.
Actually played Clash with Damar recently, so I did get to see a little bit of his drafting strategies, and admittedly, they are quite unique. And
He's clean. He's clean. Like, he's a clean drafter, but
he's a clean drafter.
he can't draft by himself because he thinks that he's cleaner than he actually is.
Mm.
So it's just crazy. It's just crazy, honestly.
I
But
mean,
that poppy pick,
that
that was
poppy
that was a really good poppy pick because it literally counters everything that we want to do. Like
Yeah.
as a team, like we're like that poppy pick was just good in general. Like it was just really good, really hard to play around. So just a good pick. But other than that, it was just awkward game.
Yeah, I mean, later in the game, we did see that. Later in the game, we did see that they did have some turnaround fights. What were your thoughts, I guess, after those occurred?
Those fights were, like I said, Poppy hard carried those fights, and it was just miss execution on our parts, bit of overexertion. It was just unfortunate, and they played it well to come back into the game because they were down quite a bit. So really well played by UPS. It was a definitely tough game. We had to fight for the win.
Yeah, I mean, congrats, Conquer, on your win, and that last split push to secure the Nexus at the end. So yeah, really well played by Vagabonds. Amazing draft by Zero Kills. Even if it's not ideal for you guys, really good dive comp that was drafted out. But yeah, congrats to you guys and your win. Ending off with a 5-4, I believe, record. Congrats.
Oh, I just want to comment on the miracle run that we pulled off. We were 1-4 week 5. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that. But GG's.
Rough start at the beginning of the season, but coming out with only wins after that. So yeah, congrats to you guys overall. You guys were able to bounce back extremely well off of those turnaround fights that they did have, and as well in the league as a whole. So can't wait to see what Royal Vagabonds has with upcoming games as well, and if they're able to push that momentum. If you guys are able to push that momentum further, congrats to you guys.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, GG's, bro.
GG's.
Wow, crazy game that just happened. Ties kept on turning over back and forth between UPS and Royal Vagabonds. Extremely impressive play by both of them. Even if the draft wasn't was kind of unique by Road Vagabonds as expressed um, by Conquer. So I mean, GG's to both teams. Congrats to both of them. We are going to end the stream now, but we do have a game coming right around the corner at 9 o'clock. I believe it is. Sorry, 1 second. It is the baby. Sorry, it's the babies versus Hot Takes. So a really interesting game coming up. So can't wait to look forward to that one. I believe Mai is cast now, and however, I do have to leave. So yeah, GG's to both teams, and I wish the best to the babies and Hot Take.
Yeah.
It's dark out, I sit in bed, I feel asleep, dark in my eyes. Still awake this late at night, a day done and nothing to write. Some say it's difficult to find, and the words they just stay inside. How about you start at the beginning? You woke up, go on, I'll listen. Is life like this? Pen to paper alone like this? Is this how they'll see me when I'm gone? Then should I dismiss my real thoughts to protect my kids? Or should I let them see my weaknesses? How will they remember me when I'm gone? Should I let them see my weaknesses?